Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with your Sensei Bob. How you doing? So, everything is everything. It's all up to you. You're the decider. And I just want you to enjoy looking at this wall for a moment or two. Okay? Because you have the choice. You can actually do something with your life, or you can just spend the rest of eternity looking at this wall. So, I'll be right back. I want you to make up the decision, and then let's have a discussion. Let's hear some informed feelings about how you're doing. How are you doing, right? And let's talking about how you doing. Let's get Homeboy. Let's see if he's around.
Hello?
Hey, handsome, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm always good. So talk to the audience. They want to hear from you. They want to know how you're doing. So you got the show. Go for it. You get ask people what you think. What do you think, John? What's the most important thing that you're thinking about? And you know what this week is? This is the Holy Week, from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, right? Give us your feelings about that. I'll be right back. Go for it, John.
Or am I on your channel?
Yeah, you're on my channel. Yeah, you're the star.
Okay,
You're
well,
the star.
I don't know. How are you? Well, of course I'd like to be with my kids on Easter, but I can't, so I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'd go there. I could get on a plane maybe and see him just on Easter, but I don't know what she'd do. I could actually just ask them right now if I could go there for Easter. If she says it's okay, I could go. So I'll just ask her if I can go for Easter, and then I'll get a plane flight and go and see the kids on Easter. I have enough money right now. I think I have enough money to go for a few days. I have enough money to go for a few days. So I'll go for Easter.
You still there, John?
Hello?
You still there?
I'm here.
So, John, the most important day of Holy Week is Easter Sunday, because he rides into Palestine on an ass, and they have laid out the red. He is like the A-lister. They got the red coxswain like a king. Everyone sees him as the Messiah, and the Pharisee and the rabbis are going, "Boy, this is going to be great. He will be our poster child. We're going to advertise him as king." And now, we've been selling God for the last few thousand years, who's never here, but now we got this guy here.
Famous. He was famous back then, but not really famous.
Oh no, he was a dude.
He was a little famous.
He was the dude. So he came in, and everyone saw him raise the dead, heal the sick, bring the sight to the blind. He was it, man. The loaves and the fishes to 100,000 people. Walking across water. He was the man.
He knew when he went to Jerusalem that he would be persecuted, hurt, tortured.
But when he rode in, he was a dude. So he rides in, and the basic. Well, he was born to die, just like we all are. When you are born, the only thing you know about your life is that you're going to die. Everything else is a mystery, but you know you're going to die. That's it. That's
He
one
knew
thing.
he was going. He knew because he was prophet.
He
Jesus
wasn't.
was a
No, no,
prophet.
he wasn't prophet. He was God.
Yes, he was a prophet.
He was
Jesus
God.
was a prophet. He
Jesus
was
was
also a
God.
prophet.
Jesus is God. Jesus, God, Holy Spirit, all the same. They're all the, and
Of
that's
course,
why
Jesus, yeah,
when John when
Jesus
God
is
is
God.
when God is
Jesus was
on.
a prophet. Dude, I'm sorry, you probably know more than I do sometimes. You probably know more than I do sometimes.
But
I know
the really
you know
interesting
more than
thing
I do
about him is
sometimes.
that from Palm Sunday until the Last Supper, he lined up 100, meaning they've been talking about the Messiah for the last 4 years in the Hebrew nation, and he in less than 4 days checked off 100 boxes, meaning how he was going to die, who was going to say what, who was going to be where. It's like he was like a bride, and brides are all, oh, I want my wedding to be just right. I mean, he made all of these amazing things happen, and the people who were doing them didn't even know they were doing it, right? And so that's why, I mean, you know, Jesus and God are one and the same. It's not like there isn't any division, right? So when Jesus, came to this world, he came, he was here before and in the beginning. Jesus was, right? And when you read the Old Testament, you see, because they constantly talk about him all the time. And so, and especially, Esther is a great place because here's a woman who she is the mother of Israel, Esther. They don't give her any real credit. They talk about Moses all the time, but Esther is a person who made the Israel nation because she married the Persian king and got him to say, okay, Jews are okay. We're not going to, you know, put them in prison. We're not going to turn them into slaves. They can be citizens. And so it's amazing that Jesus has been around since and in the beginning. And then there was the word that there he was. He was the word. And so when he comes on the stage for those last 3 years, he just sets it all up and it goes there. And then when he gets put on the cross and he's just doing everything that has been scripted. And there's this place where he says, Father, why have you forsaken? Well, he is the Father. Jesus is God. So he's asking himself, why have I forsaken myself? And that's like the last temptation of God because he didn't go down into hell and do arm wrestling with Satan. When he died, he started there up on the cross. That Satan was tempting him the whole time. And so all during his life, Satan was tempting him. So that's the interesting thing about this week is that virtually all of 6,000 years of the Old Testament gets squeezed into 4 days. And and that's the greatest miracle of it all. Not the Last Supper. This is my body. This is my blood. No, the preparing to be the sacrifice. In the Hebrews, they're always sacrificing a lamb here and there because it's a transactional deal, right? And at least that's how they were looking at it. If I do these, it's like in the Catholic religion. When you were a young lad, before you got when you were getting your first communion, between first communion and being, what's that thing? The other big thing you get when you're a teenager. Anyway, you go to confession a lot, right? And that is you say, oh, I did this sin, this sin, this sin, and the priest says, say Hail Mary, say Our Fathers. It's a transactional deal, but it's not because we are weak creatures, and so the sins that we commit are just almost irrelevant. The real deal is how are we going to deal? You make that sin. How are you going to? What are you going to do after that sin? How are you going to um, recompense? Right, and that's what this dance is about, is how to serve God. And that's what Easter is most about, how to serve God. And it's right there, right at the same time that Islam's having Ramadan, right when Israel's having its high holy days, Easter is. They're all at the same time because they're basically the same Abrahamic religion. And they're just different.
No, Jesus is king and Jesus is the way.
No, definitely that's true. But if you read, I mean, the Israelites,
they do have the Old Testament.
Right. They're going on about Jesus all the time in the Old Testament. And in Islam, they go on about Jesus too. It's in the Quran. They are, you know, Muslim folk are like Christians on steroids. I'd love to see some Christians pray 5 times a day consciously. No one does. They barely go to church. So the bottom line is, it's about forgiveness. That's what Jesus is all about. Forgiveness, right? Forgiving yourself, forgiving your neighbor, forgiving your children, forgiving everybody. It's about forgiveness. Right? So that's what it's about. And that's what I've been doing for the last month.
That if I even tried to do a little bit of steroids to finally look the way I want to look, that then you'd probably try to say I'm a fucking Muslim or something?
Why would I say that?
Because you have.
Why would I say that? That doesn't make any sense. You can do whatever you want with your
body. It sounds like
God.
This whole conversation, well, it's good, it's about Jesus and stuff, but it sounds like you're trying to, like, predict or something what I'm going to be doing in my future or something like that.
I'm not even talking about you, John. I'm talking about... Talking about love.
You're trying to act like whatever I try to work at or feel good about my ego or feel happy or healthy or any of the things that make me feel good that I want to do one day. It's like you want to try to trap me into your limited.
No. Sorry. I mean, you'd have to tell me where I did that because I've never done that, and I don't. All I want for you, buddy.
But you're a good person. You're a good human being.
All I want you to be is happy. Whatever you want to do is fine by me. You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
I'm not your equal.
John, you are you. I am me. That's what it is, right?
And I'm not. And why should I ever have to sound? Okay, never mind.
You don't have to sound like anything but you.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Later. Well, that's our boy, and that's 13 minutes of whatever that was. Okay, let's try somebody else.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay, he's not there. Are you?
Please leave your message for...
Well, everyone's at work. Well, anyway, there's one of you there. got anything to say? We're 15 minutes into the show. We got John Boy to talk. I don't know what he said, but it is what it is. So, what else can I say? So, was it raining outside when you came in? Oh, yeah. Hard, or just rain? It's raining good. So, not like ridiculously hard, but yes. Okay. So, I will get on the road around 2 before the crowd shows up. Yeah. This town is, at least there's a time not to drive and a time to drive. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what else can we say? That's about it. I probably won't see you guys for a while because I won't have access to Wi-Fi until Sunday. So here it is Friday. So tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy tomorrow too. So you all have a good holiday. I hope you got a good gist of my feelings of the Holy Week, and it really is Holy Week. It's like, the Jewish High Holies, and Ramadan, and Easter, and it's all because it's the same religion, gang. So the world is, oh my God, oh blah blah blah, a pandemic. Oh, it's not too bad, The Spanish flu during World War One killed 60 million people in 1 year. Killed another 200 million people between then and now, right? Because influenza is the Spanish flu. And don't believe a word I say. Don't believe that. Don't believe this guy. Don't believe this guy. I'm just here to entertain. I'm just an entertainer, I'm just like Jerry Lewis. Hey, lady, hey. So, so what kind of soup did you get?
Tomato bits.
Ah, yes, they really do have good soup here.
Yeah.
It's gotten a bit outside of my budget, but
Yeah.
$6 for a little thing. I mean, I could afford it when it was $1.25, which was only last year. What happened? Someone's making some money.
Yeah.
It's not you and me.
No.
We're such chumps. We just go along. We go along to get along. Anyway, so what else can I tell you? That's about it. I'm gonna split. I'm splitting. So you stay well, be good. No one else is answering the phone. I hope you enjoyed the job. I mean, it's not all about us. It's not about me. This show ain't about me. It's about you. It's about you there. You. It's about our relationship with love's co-creation. That's what it's about. And when you're there, I live like a millionaire on $400 a month, right? And if you want to throw something in the old PayPal, that'd be really nice. You want to get a hold of me? Both of those, you need to know the dudeawake42 at Gmail. Dudeawake42 at Gmail. Dudeawake42 at Gmail. Okay? So I'm out of here, and hope you're well. Catch you later. Bye.